Hey y'all, how y'all doing out there? This is your number one love relationship and dating advisor. How are you guys doing? I hope everyone is well on this beautiful Saturday morning. Hope everybody got a good night's rest. Let's get straight to the point, y'all. I just wanted to ask the couples out there. Well, not so much of the couples, but the singles and the couples, whoever you are. How many of you guys think it is some kind of crazy that men walk away from women who are disrespectful? Let's do a people's poll. How many think that most of the time men walk away from a woman because she's disrespectful? Some don't think so, some do think so. I counsel a whole lot of people, and believe it or not, that is the number one reason why some men walk away. And it's not because she's disrespectful in her physical intentions, but more disrespectful out of her mouth to him. Whether that's cursing all over the house where they live, or not being understanding when he's speaking, so it does not give him that comfort zone, as though to know that he can sit down and talk to her about things. Some women just decide that they just want to raise the roof. They want to be heard. And a lot of times, men will walk away. They will walk away. So, ladies, I suggest this, right? I know some of us come from places that we never want to go back again. Some of us have had a lot of traumas in our early childhood that we still live with to today. Some of us had upbringing from strong men in our life and strong women in our life, where it set us on this path of believing or thinking that everybody is out to get us, so we put up that defense mechanism, as though nobody's going to hurt you, nobody's going to do what they want to do to you, and all kinds of things like that. But as we get older, we should lose some of those things, mature, and become our own people. A lot of women out here don't do that. And those are facts. A lot of women out here don't do that. A lot of women are so strong in their demeanor and in their attitude and personality. Sometimes a man can't even ask her to smile. Sometimes a man can't even say how you doing unless you give him a whole lot of attitude. What is the attitude about? Well, counseling so many people and getting to the root of where the problem lies, I have come to find out that a lot of it is triggered by trauma. Trauma that has happened in the life in the early childhood, without even knowing or attaching the fact that it is a problem. That is a problem that will come back to haunt you later on in life, and this is the later on in life. Ladies, I want you to know that you have to be more soft, okay? You have to be more soft, you have to be more gentle, you have to exercise your femininity, okay? Men like women who are soft. And if you have a man that does not like to see a woman's femininity, you have to question that man. Because if he wants another man, or he wants some Bruno type of guy, then maybe that's the type of person he needs to go and be with. But guys, ladies, you have to exercise your femininity. You have to learn how to speak to a man so you can get right into his heart. Now, back in the day, we was told, and we grew up hearing the saying and the cliche for so long, the way to a man's heart is through his stomach. Well, guess what? Those were back in those days. We can't go by that today because it doesn't apply to everybody. Because everybody aren't good cookers. Let's just be 100 about that. All the ladies out there cannot cook. All the ladies don't know how to put a meal together when it look like there's no food in the refrigerator. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of ladies can't cook, and I'm not downplaying nobody about not being able to cook. What I'm saying is that the actions of today does not match the cliche from yesterday. So a way to the man's heart, ladies, is not through his stomach. It's through a peaceful environment. Now, and it's through a respectful environment. And the respect that you have for yourself and for that man will bring peace. You understand? So, and we all know that respect is universal. It goes a long way. And that's one of the things that's shared that multiplies. Once you give a person respect, more than likely they want to give that same respect to you. But ladies, you can't keep going around and standing in your strongness and standing in your power, being more masculine or presenting yourself to be more masculine than the man. I have known some women to actually, in my own personal life, my personal associates, I've known some of them to actually stand up to their man. I never understood that. Why would you raise your hand to want to fight a man? Especially if he's supposed to be your man, especially if he's supposed to be somebody that you say you love. I know sometimes testosterone can get overwhelming and come off a little strong, but there are ways to handle that. You know, especially being a black woman, right? You know how black man has it really, really rough in a lot of places in his life. And it does not mean that that's a pass or a ticket or the gateway to accept behavior from him that is disrespectful either. That doesn't mean that. But if you are with your man or with your man or your husband inside of the house, ladies, and you guys have a disagreement, or maybe he comes home a little stressed from work, maybe he's been outside with his boys or with his guys, and something in his personal life that you don't know about may be a little stressful. Maybe you do know about it. I don't think you should match that energy. I think the energy that you should try to project is letting him know that everything is going to be okay. And a lot of times, lady, that works through a respectful conversation that brings forth peace. Always know that what I just said, the respectful conversation will always bring forth peace. Ladies, you have to be these men peace. You have to be peaceful. You don't understand sometimes when that man get up and go and cheat on you sometimes, or sometimes go and get another race of woman. It's only because that woman is peaceful. It's not because, she accepts his bull crap. He can get away with this with her. No, it's not that. Even if those are the cases, she's still peaceful within her doings. But we're not talking about those kind of situations. We're talking about you and your man. That's your man, and you are his woman. Okay? We're not talking about the situationships. We're talking about the real relationships that has lasted a long time, or you guys are still counting the years to come. I'm talking about those, and I'm talking about the marriages out there that requires that respect. And you have to be peaceful within your household. You have to be peaceful within yourself, so you can exuberate that peace for your man. You can't just slash and dice up everything that he says or everything that he feels because you believe that it takes a little rough housing to get through or get heard by him. No, it's not. Sometimes you can sit quietly while he's going through something, and he don't even have to be saying that he's going through something. You can tell, your person, you can tell from the way he move around, from the way, he carries it, because maybe sometimes he don't feel like he can talk to you. Maybe he don't want to go into a deep argument because he can't talk to you, because every time he try to talk to you, you fly off the handle because you still dealing with your childhood traumas, or you still got those flashes in your mind of abuse or something like that. I don't know your life, but I'm just calling out some things that could happen and some things that could be triggers for you all that makes you actually lash out to your man and be disrespectful and subtract the peace from the relationship or the peace from the marriage. God, ladies, you have to be peaceful. The only thing that man is really understanding from you is peace. That's going to bring about more conversation. That's going to bring about you becoming his best friend. That's going to bring about him not needing to go out and cheat on you. Don't always be the one that has so much to say. A lot of times we are operating out of our emotional stance, and a lot of times that emotional stance will make us get so emotional till the emotion actually gets hard. If you have to say a prayer, ladies, ask God to soften your heart. Ask God to soften your heart so that softness can exuberate through how you speak, through how you speak to your man or your husband. Okay? Because if you don't, you're going to be single. And that's just the facts to it. You will be single. And then you'll be complaining about why did he have to leave because you do this, talking about your sexual pleasures that you give him. You do the cleaning, you do the cooking, you do the washing, you take care of his kids, or you his first baby mama, and you know, all these good things, but none of that says peace. None of that says peace if every time you turn around, you up in his face, you got a whole lot of questions. You have a whole lot of questions you're not looking for an answer. You're looking for a way to beat the answers out of the guy. You know, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen like that. And a lot of times we have girlfriends in our life or family members in our life who are single already, who really don't give a damn about your relationship. And they don't give a damn about your relationship to a point where they'll say, just leave him. And you know you're not cut out to leave that man. You know you're not financially okay. And if you are financially okay, bottom line is you know you don't want to be lonely. You know you don't want to be lonely. Because a lot of times, the men that you guys have been with for a long time, he's used to you and you're used to him. Nobody likes starting over, especially in relationships, because you don't know who you get. Not these days and time. You don't know who you get. And you might come up on somebody that you can't even close both eyes at night to sleep. You can't leave your pocketbook around them and things like that. So, ladies, just pipe down a little bit. The reason for this conversation today is because yesterday I had a client who was going through this, and she actually did not recognize her part in his leaving. He came back, but he left. So to prevent that, the preventative method for that, ladies, is try to be more peaceful. Try to be more considerate of the man's feeling. I know we have a lot of expectations of these men because because of their testosterone, and they serve a powerful place in our life, and they supposed to represent. And a lot of times when you see them representing the best they can, give them a little credit for that. Ask him how he's doing, how his day is, how his day is going. Ask him, is it anything that will make you better? It's nothing wrong with that question. Ain't nothing wrong with the question of saying, baby, is it anything that you would suggest that I can do or I can change to make our relationship better? And then whatever he says, then he will feel good and comfortable about asking you the same thing. And then you can give him your version of it. And then that way you guys have already put your heads together and came to a mutual agreement of another step in how to make each other happy. We don't have to keep fighting. Do you know, in the black community, they say that relationships or marriages don't last no longer than 5 years? That is so insulting. That is so insulting to a race of people who are so powerful as we are. So I just want to say, ladies, if you out there and you have some strain in your relationship as far as communication, or you have some anger issues, or maybe you have some triggers that you may need a little touching up or some little rough edges, reach out to me. I'm willing to talk. I do offer 30 minutes of a free time just to get to know you, just to get to point out some things that could be the problem after, getting to know you guys a little bit. I do offer a free 30-minute consultation. You can reach me at www.theprivateroomforlove.com. I am always available Sunday through Saturday. All you have to do is leave an email through my website, and I will definitely get back to you within 8 hours. It's personal, it's one-on-one, it's truly confidential. Nothing that you and I speak about will ever be heard again. I do not sell your information to other companies or nothing like that. And you don't even have to tell me your name. We could just, chop it up, and I'll give you some expert advice on how to, smoothen things out so you could draw that man in. You have to know how to draw the man in. I'm going to tell you like this. You catch more bees with honey. You don't catch no bees with vinegar. You catch them with honey. Okay? So be his honey. Be his sweetheart. And just keep in mind, ladies, I know we have our things going on. We have a lot of things going on. But the men have a lot of things going on too. And sometimes they don't have nobody that they can go to. So we are the ones. We are the nurturers. And we have to nurture the spirit. Okay? If we're coming from a soft place, we can't just be beautiful on the outside. We have to be beautiful on the inside as well. Okay? So I'll talk to you guys later. Have a peaceful Saturday. Peace out from the private room.